Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be solving systems of equations using the substitution method, and we're going to be going over 3 examples that are shown here on the screen. So without further ado, let's get it. So in this problem here, we have 2 equations. We have equation number 1, which is the top one, and equation number 2. So the whole premise of the substitution method is we want to solve for one variable and then substitute it in the other equation to find the other variable. So in this case, equation number 1 already has y isolated. So we are going to take that y value, which is x minus 5, and substitute it into the second equation just like this. So we got 2x plus 3 times our y, which is x minus 5, and that comes from equation 1 above, is equal to 20. And now we just have to simplify. So we have 2x, and then we're going to bring that 3 into everything within the parentheses. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times negative 5 is negative 15, and that is equal to 20. Now we want to simplify a bit. So we got 2x plus 5x, 3x, I'm sorry, is equal to 5x minus 15 is equal to 20. And now what we want to do is add 15 to both sides, like so. And when we do that, we are going to get 5x is equal to 35. And now to isolate x, we divide by 5. And x is equal to 7. Okay, so we have one variable. Now what we want to do is find the other variable, which is y. And we're going to take this x and plug it into either equation on the top. And what you want to do is pick the easiest one. So I'm actually going to substitute this into equation number 1. And we are going to take this up here. So in doing that, we get y is equal to 7, which is what we found, minus 5. Therefore, we know that y is equal to 2. And what we can do from here is check the equations to make sure what we got is correct. So let's go ahead and check our answers here. So for equation number 1, we have 2. Let me put equation 1. So we have 2 is equal to 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is 2, so that checks out. And equation number 2, we have 2 times our x value, which is 7, plus 3 times our y value, which is 2, equals to 20. Okay, 2 times 7 is 14, plus 6 is equal to 20, and you get 20 is equal to 20. Therefore, we checked our answers, and we know that x equals 7 and y equals 2 is the correct answer. All right, example number 2. We have equation 1 on top and equation 2 on bottom. What we want to do is isolate one of the variables. So let's go ahead and write down equation 1 over here on the left-hand side. X plus 2y is equal to 7. And I am going to isolate x this time here. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to subtract 2y from both sides here. And we will get x is equal to negative 2y plus 7. Now we are going to take this x and plug it into equation number 2. So let's do that here. We have 4 times negative 2y plus 7 minus 3y is equal to negative 16. So now we have to simplify. So we have negative 8y plus 28 minus 3y is equal to negative 16 here. Combining like terms, we'll get negative 11y plus 28 is equal to negative 16. Now we got to move the 28 over by subtracting 28 from both sides, like so. And here we will get negative 11y is equal to negative 44. Okay, And then when we divide negative 11 to both sides, we will get y is equal to 4. So this is one of our answers here. Now we're going to take this y and plug it in to any of the equations above. So let's go ahead and plug it into equation 1. We are going to get x plus 2 times our y value, which is 4. And that is going to be equal to 7. All right, so x plus 8 equals 7. Now we subtract 8 from both sides. Subtract 8, subtract 8. And what we get is x is equal to negative 1. Let's erase that. X is equal to negative 1. Therefore, we have both our x and our y value. And what's left is to check your answer and make sure that those are correct. Other than that, this example is complete. Alrighty, so our third and final example is this one here. So we have equation 1, which is our first one, and equation number 2. And I'm going to isolate y by itself from equation number 1. So let's go ahead and do that here. We have 2x minus y is equal to negative 1. Okay, so subtracting 2x from both sides, minus 2x. We're going to get negative y is equal to negative 2x minus 1. And dividing negative 1 from both sides, you're going to get y is equal to 2x plus 1. And I'm going to go ahead and circle this one in red for the time being, and I'll explain why a little bit later. Alrighty, so we have y is equal to 2x plus 1. We are going to plug that into equation 2. So in doing that, we are going to get ax plus 2 times y, which is 2x plus 1. And that is equal to 17. So now we have 8x plus 4x plus 2 is equal to 17. All right, let's simplify a little bit. We have 12x plus 2 is equal to 17. And subtracting 2 from both sides, we are going to get 12x is equal to 15. And now isolating x, we divide by 12. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here. So we get x is equal to 5 over 4. All right, so that is our first answer. And now what we want to do is find y. So remember that equation that I circled? You can either plug it in to one of those equations above, either equation 1 or equation 2, or you can plug it into this red circled equation, which is equation number 1, but already solved for y. So it saves you some steps. So let's go ahead and plug that in. We are going to get y is equal to 2 times, and that is 5 over 4, plus 1. Okay, so y is equal to 10 over 4 plus 1. Y is equal to, we can turn that 1 into a fraction. So 10 over 4 plus 4 over 4. That means y is equal to 14 over 4. And dividing by 2, we will get y is equal to 7 over 2. And that is our answer.